Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to this new video where I'm gonna show you our new minimal deep tech Ableton template called Satellite. Here's a quick preview. Before starting analyzing this project, I would like to remind you that you can grab this project 100% for free from the link in the description below, and that all the samples that are in this project are from our pack Rapture Volume 3, which is our minimal deep tech collection that includes one-shots, samples, loops and serum presets, and you can check that out from the description as well. Another thing before starting is that you will only need Ableton to make this work, so no external plugins. All the VSTs used are from Ableton itself. So let's start with the first channel, which is the kick drum. So here an equalizer cutting the 200 Hz and a bit of compression. Then we have this second channel, which is basically the same kick but with the filter on. Then we have the bass line, so these are the notes. The preset has been done in Operator, and basically we have a saw wave and a square wave combined, and these are the settings on the filter. As for the processing, we have an equalizer cutting the really low frequencies. The drum bass to add some harmonics. A bit of compression. And this other compressor is for the sidechain. So as for the kick, here we have another track which only has the filter on. Now let's move into the drum section. First thing is this clap. Then we have an open hi-hat, an hi-hat loop, together with a percussion loop. Processing is really basic, just an equalizer to cut the low frequencies and a bit of sidechain. We have another percussion loop. And some other percussion one-shots. This one actually we have the bass A which is working, and it's basically a reverb. So we've used the drums room preset from Ableton and EQ8 to cut the low frequencies. Then another percussion one shot. And we have a top loop to glue everything together. And last thing are these closed hi-hats, which add a little bit of variation. Here, to add some movement, we have used the Toman. Moving on into the scenes, here we have a lot of stuff, starting with this one. So what we have here basically is a wavetable from Ableton. The preset is called Tronic Snare, and much of the work is done by this preset of the echo. And then we have once again a tiny bit of reverb. and the compressor for the sidechain. Then we have this chord sound. Here the preset is called chord dub keys. Once again, it's from the wavetable, and we have this equalizer cutting the lows and the high frequencies. And the sidechain once again. Then for this other synth we have used sound from the sample pack. So that's the sound that we've used, and here we have an equalizer cutting the lows and the top frequencies. A bit of saturation. Some reverb. And much of the work is done by this low feedback, which is basically a preset of the grain delay in Ableton. And then once again an equalizer, making sure that we don't have low frequencies here. And the sidechain. Then another one shot from our pack. Here, starting with the equalizer, cutting the lows and some of the top as well. Once again, a preset of the grain delay in Ableton. Making sure that we don't have low frequencies. And another filter for the automation. Then we have this harp loop from the sample pack. Just a bit of EQ and reverb, and some sidechain and auto filter for the automation. Going into the breakdown, we have a couple of pads. The preset on this one is called the pulsing click pad, and it's from the wavetable as well. Here just an equalizer cutting the lows. And then we have a second layer, which is this kitchen sink preset. Same EQ and same processing as before. In the main break we also have this synth. Which we have used only to build some tension. The preset is called Airflute Magnus, and the processing is basically the same as before. Then the vocals, so that's the main vocal. Some EQ reducing the resonant frequencies. A bit of reverb and delay. And a filter for the automation. Then we have this second channel, which is basically a vocal shot. Just an equalizer, a bit of compression and the reverb. And the last thing are the effects. So first is this snare roll. Then we have an uplifter. A reverse openet. Then we have this downlifter, this uplifter, we have a crash, and a background atmosphere loop. And that's all for this project. Don't forget to download it for free from the link in the description below. Also be sure to check our sample pack Rapture from the link in the description as well. Let us know what tutorials would you like to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!